A knife amnesty in the West Midlands is to draw on the memory and music of a teenage rapper who was stabbed to death in September. Joshua Ribera, known as Depzman, was on the brink of becoming a music star before he was killed outside a nightclub in Birmingham. It's hoped the grief and energy of his fans will help make a success of what's being called a knife surrender. Our special correspondent Peter Wilson has this exclusive report.
Joshua Ribera killed with a knife to his heart, one of 9 people stabbed to death in the West Midlands this year. He had been on the crest of a wave, his music career taking off. Known as Depzman, his album Too Real had just become a #1 on a download chart. His mother has met with the police and crime commissioner. They both hope that her son's legacy will help in the fight against knife crime.
It is about giving up knives, but even if they don't carry knives, it might make them think and stop them. That's ideally, but they need support. Like I've said previously, you can't tell people to do things. You can advise them, guide them, and give them alternatives.
We've seen knife amnesties before, but this will be a knife surrender using places of worship and youth centres. It'll be led not by the police, but young people, with Joshua Ribera's fame playing a part.
The immense potential that Joshua had to become a real, worldwide performer, and the fact that that opportunity has been tragically snuffed out really brings home to people the dangers of carrying knives, the dangers of youth violence.
Joshua Ribera died after attending a fundraiser for his friend Carl Sheehan, who was himself stabbed to death in Birmingham 12 months ago. I met one of Joshua's friends close to where he died and where graffiti messages have started to appear.
I think people have started to realise it could happen to anyone. It could happen to your friend, it could happen to your cousin, it could happen to anyone, a stranger. And it's broken a lot of people's hearts. Not just his families, his friends. Not just his friends, but them people who've seen him as Depzman. He was a role model. Some people might not have had dads, big brothers or whatever. And with him, he told his life through his music, so people can relate to him.
Although just 18, Joshua Ribera's lyrics have been an inspiration to many teenagers. Hundreds visit his home in Moseley every week. One idea is to have a knife surrender point at a memorial site for the teenage rapper.
They need to make sure there is somewhere for these young people to go, especially with Christmas coming up. They're grieving, and every single person that unfortunately has been killed in Birmingham has a site. The only person that doesn't is Josh.
When the knife surrender actually gets underway in the next couple of weeks, the slogan might well be Joshua Ribera's own one: put down the knives. His mother says that it's not only weapons that should be put away, it's also attitudes which need to be changed. Peter Wilson for BBC Midlands Today, Selly Oak, Birmingham.
A school in Birmingham has had